Hey, 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 what is up, everybody? Andy here, Biohazard Declassified as always. We've got a very special stream and a very special guest with us today. Introduce yourself, my good friend.
Thank you, Andy. Hello, everybody. My name is Matt RPD, and it's my absolute pleasure being here today with the one and only Andy from PhD Biohazard Declassified. Here to answer all your questions today. we'll do our best, I guess.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different stream, really. We obviously met up yesterday, and I really wanted to do something this week. And I thought, what better way than to bring basically one of the world's best gamers on board to just really shoot the shit about Resurrection. I like to think that everybody has at least had a chance to play through it. Obviously, I played it on launch. Matt played it on launch. Hopefully, everybody's had a chance to at least kind of get through the campaign quite a bit. It's quite a long game. It's certainly longer than Village. And a couple of the more recent titles. I mean, my first playthrough took me 15 hours in real time, and I think 8 hours in game. What about yourself, Matt? Initially,
I think mine was like 13 hours in game, so a bit longer. Obviously, you rushed through it, you speed ran it. Was I, looked at every nook and cranny, every painting, every document. But obviously, Andy's just a bit of a speed runner, really. But yeah, I think it took me, I actually don't know how many hours, 13, I'll say probably 16, 17 hours on stream.
right?
I think it came down to like 12, 13 hours, I believe. I'll have to recheck, I guess.
It was a hard game. I must admit, there were genuine parts. I think certainly the last 6 or 7 years, obviously being survival horror fans, I've kind of had a reasonable attempt the first time round. I remember playing RE2 originally, the remake, putting on hardcore mode because I thought, I was better than everyone and just getting absolutely destroyed out of my life. And then I had to set it to standard and just catch back up to what I was doing. But I played this on standard classic because, again, I thought, you know what, of course, I'm a survival horror fan. I'm not going to not play it on classic standard mode. And it was a bit deceiving, really. I would honestly call it a hardcore mode because to me, that's what it was. It was a very challenging game. There were genuinely sections in Requiem where I just couldn't progress. It was mainly with Grace, if I'm honest. And there was such a, what's the word I'm looking for? There was such a contrast in styles, which we'll talk about how Capcom implemented it and why they went down the direction. But what was really wholesome to see is Capcom have really developed almost an accessibility around you guys wanting to play it how you guys want to play it, basically. If you want to play it first person, play it first person. If you don't, you don't, etc., etc. Initially, Matt, what was your thoughts on the contrasting styles and the first and third person shooter modes, and how did you undertake them?
I'm so glad they did it. I think from a personal perspective, obviously I'm a fan of Resident Evil 7 and Village as well. Yeah, I know we look back and think, is it really a Resi game? Obviously, I'm an old school classic fan, prefer the classics, RE1, 2, and 3, and so forth. But as you're right, in terms of accessibility, you hit the nail on the head. Having between third and first person is an absolute massive win. And I'm so happy that they managed to pull it off, if I'm totally honest with you. Obviously, if you like, I think people underestimate how big the fan base is for Resi 7. Like, it's huge. It's a massive fan base, and there's a lot of love out there for that game. And I think that's why Capcom had no choice but to do what they did, by having a first-person mode going forward, and also with the success of Resi 4 Remake as well, being in that style of form. It gives you vibes of like Last of Us, doesn't it? Resi 4 Remake, when they started being able to do like the crouch mechanics and so forth. But yeah, I loved it. I when I started the game, a couple of days ago now, I stuck with what Capcom said. First person for Grace, third person for Leon. I think you did slightly different, didn't you? I think you did third person.
Yeah, I mean, what was again really beautiful about Resident Evil 9 is you had the ability to choose how you wanted to play, and that's really such an underrated feature in modern games. We've seen it with Grand Theft Auto 5, for example. That's done a similar approach. But yes, I did. To me, Resident Evil's a third-person game.
Yeah.
And that's how I play it. I think I might do first person eventually, just for the crack. But I struggled to play Village and 7 for that reason. But you were quite right, just picking on what you said about the install base.
Yeah.
For Resident Evil 7. So the top selling game of all time. What do you think is the top selling Resident Evil game of all time?
What, right this moment?
Right this moment. I've got it.
I think I don't.
What do you think it is off the top of your head?
I'd probably say Resi 4 Remake.
It's not. No, it's Resident Evil 2 Remake.
That's what I was getting mixed up.
And what do you think is number 2?
Resi 4 Remake.
Resident Evil 7.
7. Oh,
so
God.
you were bang on with your analysis about it being like the install base for Resident Evil 7 was huge, and it really like crossed over. I wouldn't say it was mainstream, but it certainly went in that direction because a lot of people just called it Resident Evil Biohazard. You know, they didn't realize it was the 7th in, and to be honest, it is a self-contained game. It's almost like that kind of Silent Hill 2 vibe where you don't necessarily have to have played everything before it to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
I do feel like you could potentially play Requiem without the prerequisite of playing the rest of the Resident Evil games, but to me this is a sequel to Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah,
like the directions they took, and obviously going back to Raccoon City, having some real, and again guys, we are going to be talking about spoilers very in depth. Like if you want to skedaddle out because you don't want to be spoiled, then absolutely the time is now to do that. But like having Tofu in the game, having Hunk in the game, well, allegedly Hunk, we have no official confirmation that was Hunk, but we are led to believe it was the 4th survivor. Obviously it being in the RPD and it even having cutscenes from RE2, it was special. This is a very special game. Like I think this is the best modern Resident Evil game out of all of the RE Engine games. Ooh. Certainly.
Yeah, I fell in love with it. I mean, I'm a kind of a sentimental guy in person anyway. I look back and reflect a lot, and it brought me back to being a kid playing Resi 2 Classic as well. Just, I don't know what it was, just the whole seeing Raccoon City, seeing the RPD as it is now. We haven't seen anything like that, well, forever, have we? So it brought a lot of joy, tears in the eyes, I must say. I think it's a special game. Maybe, ask me in a couple of months, maybe my opinion may change because it's still fresh, it's still raw. But yeah, I think it's special. I think Capcom have done something great here on this one.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement. And it really, I like to think of this as what they wanted Resident Evil 6 to be. It wanted to, like, this is the all-encapsulating Resident Evil game. It's got the kind of outlasty, you need to hide and you need to not use your weapons as much, and you're very underpowered. And then the kick the door down RE4 remake, destroy everything in your path. That's also there as well. So to me, this is what Capcom wanted back in 2012 with Resident Evil 6, and it just didn't fucking land.
Yeah.
This I truly believe has landed on its feet. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect game, and it's certainly not the best Resident Evil game of all time. But in terms of the content that you get out of it, the length of the game, this is, I would say, the best RE Engine Resident Evil game.
But just going back to what you mentioned about third and first person, they're two totally different experiences. So you can go back and intertwine. You can play Leon first person, Grace third. You can mess around with it, and that's what makes it great as well. You can, it's two different games, isn't it? When you're in those two different modes, say what you want. That's, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely, bob on. And to develop that point, like there was a lovely juxtaposition. I was talking about it yesterday, and I was talking about whilst I was playing the game, of going through these like the care facility. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but going through the care facility with Grace, really finding a hard time because you had to like sneak around and you had super limited ammo.
Yeah.
And then with it, like you spend a couple of hours doing that, and then you are playing Leon in the same area, kicking doors down, kicking ass, taking names. It was like real nice juxtaposition what they did there. And that feels like, as a gamer, psychologically, that feels very gratifying. You've gone from really struggling. That's why we love to play New Game Plus, because we think, I'm struggling this right now. I can't wait to come back to this area and destroy everyone.
Yeah.
That's like the whole concept of why we do New Game Plus. So I love that feature, what they did with Grace and Leon.
And going touching on that, and obviously with the perspective of the first person with RE7, it still feels similar to Grace. It's a love letter, isn't it? It's a love letter for like the RE7 fans in the world, and like the RE2.
Building your app.
Sorry, guys, ads.
I was like, I finally found one that doesn't have a have an ad. Man, fuck me for not having YouTube Premium, I guess. But, yeah. So okay, let's talk about kind of Grace as a character then, because I found Grace such a interesting character in Resident Evil.
I don't know if it's supposed to be saying that, by the way.
Oh no! I've just left the sound off for now.
Oh yeah, okay. So
I must admit, going through this facility, it actually gave me RPD vibes. Like, it's very structured, like especially at main hall, very structured like the RPD.
It gave me, in terms of like the environment in RE4 remake, you know, after the maze section, and you go into that like little castle area. I can't remember what it's called now. In RE4 remake, it's got similar decor, I find, and like with the, you know, the walls and the flooring. But yeah, I can't remember what that place is after the maze, so you might know. It's all one big complex anyway, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I did find myself kind of tripping up quite a bit.
Yeah,
there was just so many corridors and diving in here, diving in there. This was interesting actually. So this was kind of a hybrid between what they did with RE7.
Yeah. With
like unlocking the steroids and the Magnum. I mean, obviously straight away I unlocked the side pack. I found that super useful. It would have been nice to like have the side pack be like shown on Grace, like as a visual, like as a visual model.
It's a good point. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it until you mentioned it. Yeah. What do you think, chat?
Yeah, and by the way, guys, we're going to be answering questions all over the shot today. If you've got any questions, you've got any analysis on Resident Evil 9, please feel free to jump in the chat. Let us know. We genuinely would love to hear from you. So Johnny Boy with a super chat over on YouTube. Had a great time. Thank you, by the way, Johnny. Had a great time. Finished it in 9 hours, 4 minutes and 4 seconds. I must admit, I have seen a lot of conversations online about the length of the game and not being happy with the length of the game. So initially, Matt, were you happy with the length of the game?
Totally. The thing is, there's a lot of like confusion at the moment because the end game time, the in-game time, is a lot lower than what people think. But I think it's because they're not counting deaths, they're not counting cinematics. There's a lot of things that the timer's not counting. And so when people complete the game, I would say it's only 8 hours, think, oh, I've got an 8-hour game. But it's not true. It's not true. I had 2 streams out of it. So it's like, there's something, obviously, I'm sure the speedrun community will find out soon enough, like exactly what is added on that end game time and what's not when it comes to submitting the speedrun, I guess. But I thought it was, you know, a good length. Actually, let me rephrase.
Pause. It was a good length, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think Resi, the only one, like, I've got to, you know, when I streamed Resident Evil Village, I did that in one sitting. So Village was shorter. Resi 3 Remake was done in one sitting. Resi 4 Remake was the only one that I remember that took me like 2 days maybe. It was a longer game. But that's just because of, you know, it's just a long game anyway. Resident Evil 4 is, as we all know, classic and remake. But But yeah, what did you think? Was you satisfied with the length or?
Come on, man.
Sorry,
You
guys.
can't be saying that. Yeah, no, I was. It was a very girthy game. Very girthy game. No, no. I mean, so my first playthrough, I started it midnight release, and it took me 15 hours in real time to complete it. But the in-game time was 8 hours. Now, a lot of people actually said that, like that, because I put up that it took me 15 hours, and I was like, but why does the in-game time say 8?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's just, repeat deaths, and that clearly doesn't count towards the timer. But I feel like historically that did count towards the timer. Like, not cinematics, but certainly deaths. Because I remember you had to, like, instead of pressing continue, you'd have to press load game and load your save, so it didn't record the time.
I wonder, that's a solid, now that you said that, because obviously we've gone down the path of the ink ribbons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we load it up from the ink ribbon, it's not counting the data ahead. But if it's an auto save and an auto load, then obviously it's gonna add that time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that if I play it again with auto saves, it'd be interesting to see what the time would say then. But yeah, because you're right, in a speedrun of Resi 2 remake, if you die, usually the game's auto saves anyhow, unless you play hardcore. That time adds on. So if you die, it's like, damn, that speedrun's going to be bad now. But yeah.
Now, I haven't even gone into detail on like the insanity mode and what that's going to eventually, what the constraints to that are and how difficult it is. Have you had any experience of it yet?
I've had a little dabble, and I'll say a little. I did the first part with. I got to the streets with Leon, and let me just say it's hugely different. So when you start New Game Plus, there's another thing here that people have been I won't say moaning, pointed out, is that it doesn't stipulate it's a New Game Plus. After you've completed the game, you just go to like you go to New Game, but it automatically loads up the New Game Plus. So like there'll be, when you start with Leon in the streets, there's a chest. There's a box that you can go in and get all your weapons out. But mate, it's wild. Like as you can see in the video here, I mean, this is probably like on the basic playthrough with Leon. But with the insanity mode, you got blister heads everywhere. So it's not only zombies, there's blister heads, and there's a lot of them. And I couldn't even get off the street. So I was like, I'll do this another day, folks. I know some of the streamers now on Twitch are focusing on beating this with, even though it's New Game Plus, but they're not using any New Game Plus features. So they're doing Insanity with just the items you would get when you play the game, for the first time. So yeah, it's pretty, it's a good challenge for people. It really is. And I plan to get the trophies for it, as you will as well, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think I was actually looking at the list, and I don't think it's that. I was expecting some shitty trophies, to be honest. But I don't think there is. I think all of them are fairly reasonable. I think the hardest one is obviously going to be complete on Insanity. Something that I've only just realised, there's no grading system in Requiem.
Okay.
So it's just time.
Yeah.
Which, because I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously RE4 remake had a grading system. And I was just thinking, there's no trophies specifically around S plus rank, blah blah blah. So that's interesting. I've only just realised that.
Yeah, maybe there's, because of Through Insanity out there, it is a pretty hard mode, and I think the true intention is to use every New Game Plus feature you can get. I know obviously you can unlock the rocket launcher as well if you're looking for the trophies and the platinum. You could just go around with the unlimited ammo rocket launcher and just, make you, get through easily, I guess. What would you'll go for the rocket launcher, I guess, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I am looking forward to an infinite Requiem run.
Yeah.
Just absolutely, because that has got some serious power behind it.
Yeah.
Just blowing everything away. So I'm looking forward to doing a run with that. There was some real cool surprises in this game.
Yeah.
And if we just like go through the boss battles I can remember off the top of my head. So you've got obviously you've got the spider here. Mr. X making a return was unexpected. I've actually just loaded up a reel, which I'll post tomorrow, where I found a clip of me saying, because someone commented in my chat saying, I hope you don't hear heavy footsteps. And I said, do not bring that energy into the chat about Mr. X. No, he wasn't spoiling it.
Okay.
He was just saying, oh, imagine if you heard heavy footsteps. And I was like, don't be bringing that energy into this stream. Like, I don't want to see a Mr. X. And then literally like 5 minutes later, big boy burst through the ceiling.
Can we get a clip of it on your?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
When he comes through on that cinematic.
Yeah. Let me. So there is like so much.
So many things to cover.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it was just after here.
But that was one of my favorite moments in the game, like because it's funny. Probably months before, I randomly said quite a lot. Can't wait to go to the RPD and have a fight with Mr. X. Thinking that's never going to happen. By the way, just saying it out there because why not? And it actually happened. Was absolutely insane. Look at this, guys.
Oh, this was real special to see this.
Oh man.
I mean, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, there are some big plot holes here, which, again, this is why I say the game's not perfect. Like, we're going to be jumping all around here, guys. So if you've got any questions in the chat, we've just hit over 110 viewers on all platforms we're streaming on today. So really appreciate everybody spending time with us talking about Resident Evil 9. Initially, jump in the chat. Me and Matt and I, are going to go through all of your comments. If there's anything that's like sticks out to us, we'll bring the comment up on stream and we'll shoot the shit and analyze it. But let's focus on Mr. X. There are some big plot holes with this, which I didn't like. One, obviously, it's the exact same Mr. X from 1998. Like, knowing the connections and Umbrella Umbrella in its splinters, let's call them. How on earth how have they not fixed Mr. X? So actually, initially, why is Leon shooting at Mr. X, knowing that this man is bulletproof? That made no sense to me.
Yeah, like
in the cutscene, he's like, he literally even says like, "Oh yeah, we meet again" or something. I'm like, why are you shooting at? I literally said it on my stream. Like, where is it? He actually says it. So give it a second. I remember you. Start shooting at his jacket, which is obviously his power. Yeah. Very, very bizarro. So he's not changed, and you do end up fighting the Super Tyrant, which is a carbon copy of what he was in the original, but he has both arms.
Yeah.
Or the original RE2, excuse me. Not the remake. He actually has both arms and he's mental. Still the exposed heart, though. Like, did Umbrella do no, like, design, like, updated design for Mr. X?
Yeah. I was going to say, Tomb Raider in the chat mentioned that I'm assuming it's going to be Resident Evil Survivor. Obviously, there was a ton of Mr. X's, so obviously we know it's not the same Mr. X, right? Because, from Resi 2 remake. But, so it's going to be from that same island, isn't it? What island was that on there? Survivor, do you remember?
What, Sheena Island?
Was it that one where Ark was, where they had all them like Mr. X's and the but yeah, I mean, it was a bit random, but I think Capcom probably just wanted some cool looking cinematic, right? Like, a bit cool to throw a few bullets. I don't know. Just look good it looked good as an experience, I guess. But
yeah, it was a bit of a throwback, bit of nostalgia. I got absolutely destroyed on this scene. Like, just torn in half. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah. I actually died like 3 times by Mr. X in the RPD.
Really?
But when I got outside, I beat it first time. So I think that's where you struggled, right?
I must have been here for about an hour. Because I just could, like, he was a little bit cheap, to be honest. He was throwing cars at you. The parry thing was really good.
Yeah.
Also, this whole sequence here, how that doesn't do more damage to you, I'll never know. Like, he literally throws you across the room, like, breaks your back, whatever, and he's fine. But yeah, still the exposed heart. Very, very bizarre. But again, it was a bit of a throwback. Really fun stuff. I actually didn't realise it'd done that with the scopes. I've not actually got a scope in the game yet, so. But yeah, no, I genuinely had a lot of fun like with this boss fight, particularly. A bit of a throwback. One thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was Xeno. Who Xeno is? Let me pull up that cutscene again. Here he is. Oh, fucking YouTube Premium, bro. I'm dropping a free ad for Paddy Power here, man.
So, yeah, let's talk. I mean, how do you want to approach this? Do you want to start from some of the parts at the beginning, or just go through some of the antagonists now? Or
well, in what regard? Do you want me to start at the start of the game and just work through it?
No. I'm just curious, really. I mean, you said you don't like Xeno, so I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, quite clearly, I feel like, and I don't know whether this is like, I don't know if this is an uncahoof to say this, but I feel like Capcom, certainly they feel like they've made a mistake by killing Wesker in RE5.
Yeah.
Because he's got such an aura to him.
Yeah.
And because of that, they have to like invent these really, like, they either have to bring him back in remakes, or they have to bring him back in these really like cheaply written ways.
Yeah.
And one of them is, oh yeah, let's just make a clone of Wesker. Like, this isn't Wesker, but it quite clearly is Wesker. Like, talks like him, got the same voice actor, got the same face actor.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that in principle. If they want to go down the clone route, fine, okay, I'll deal with it. But why? Why, oh why, did they not give him like any, like, it was just surface level detail?
Yeah, I mean, I wish we had the opportunity to have a pretty awesome fight. I think that would have been pretty cool. Like, I know obviously we got a bit of a fight with Leon in the cinematics, but an actual, a bit like we had with Mr. X, or the boss fights towards the end of the game. But yeah, I feel like at times he was a bit of a filler. I can't explain it. Like, I just feel like I wanted a bit more, but I was still extremely satisfied. So I'm
we're nitpicking. We're going to be analysing. We're RE fans. We're going to put it to pieces because, if I remember doing a video 15 years ago on my really old channel saying is Resident Evil dead? Like, they'd just brought out Resident Evil 6. It wasn't the Resident Evil that I wanted it to be. And I just felt like at that time, Capcom had kind of lost their ways. So if we get games like this, I'm not complaining. These are exceptional games, but they're not perfect games. And I would like to really interpret what they could have done and analyze with everybody in chat and with yourself, like what they could have done better. Certainly having more depth to Xeno, because he's such a throwaway character in this. Like, this could have been, like, realistically, Matt, this could have been anyone. Like, any antagonist ever that they could have. This could have been Victor. There's no reason why this couldn't have been Victor.
Yeah.
Like, he just felt like such a side show to the game. And yeah, he done the cool, like, West Coast sequences, which was really cool. And then he just gets beheaded, and then it's like, oh, end of the game. Like, where's the boss fight? Where's, like, I would have even have liked, the sequence with Jill in RE5, where it's not a boss battle, but it kind of is a boss battle. It's like a mini boss battle where you got to fight Wesker.
What, in the DLC part or the actual main game?
No, the main game where Jill's got the chest piece on.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, even if we'd have had a sequence like that, like not
totally.
A full sequence where you kill him, but certainly, like he runs away and he comments on how good or bad you were. 7
minutes and all that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. So they didn't give you any of that. So it was kind of like, why is, and there was so much, like, he's obviously very smartly dressed. Who is he? Where's he come from? Obviously, he's a clone of Wesker. How did that happen? Why is there Christian symbolism on his ears? I'd like that explained.
I didn't even notice that, to be fair, until you said it.
Yeah, you can see it here. He's got a crucifix earring on. What does that mean? Does that mean he's, he is a Christian? Like, there's so much scope here. Capcom have obviously designed him in a very specific way. I want to know why, and I don't feel like they articulated that as best they could.
You think he tried to, like, somehow as a character maybe try to fit in at some point? I don't know. I'm just clutching at straws here, but it is unusual. Like, what, because the thing is as well, obviously the Weskers it is a clone. We know that there's no, the original Wesker died. Well, all we believe the original Wesker died in RE5. What about if RE5 Wesker wasn't the true Wesker? There's clones of Wesker. We just don't know. So I think, as you're right, people love Wesker. Capcom want to do everything in its power to keep him going. And we are going to see more of characters like this going forward, I think, as well. I don't think this is the end of like Xeno or Wesker. I think there's more to come in the future. I really do. Another clone. What do you think? Do you think there will be, or?
I think so. Yeah, I think they've obviously started an arc here, like pun the pun. They've started a story arc here, which I'd like to see them complete.
Yeah,
it was really funny. He's got some funny mannerisms. Like he doesn't put his arms through his coat, so I don't know how it's staying on. Like he must have some Velcro on his shoulders, because like he does a lot of movements, and that jacket is glued to his back.
Yeah,
like where he's dodging stuff from. That was quite good, actually, because I thought about this when I was playing. There's a small sequence where, where is it? It's here where he shoots at Xeno. Obviously, Leon has never fought Wesker, so this is actually perfectly canon. He would not know how to deal with Wesker.
Yeah,
and that's why he was so shocked.
Do you think that movement then just gives you the something that where potentially you can see an RE5 remake coming, just because you see that, don't you? That style they've already started working on a Wesker now, so maybe I don't know, like potentially. I mean, ideally, in a perfect world, if we're going to get another remake, I would love it to be with Code Veronica. But
yeah, and that is coming. That is 100% coming.
Yeah.
Hypno Heron actually brought up a great point. I was about to say this because I'd paused it on Xeno. But why is Xeno infected with Raccoon City syndrome? Like, because he's got it. I don't know whether. I'm assuming it is Raccoon City syndrome. But why is he? Is he also trying to find again? It's just not explained enough. He's here and he's got a presence. There's an amazing cutscene. I think it's with the BSAA where he absolutely destroys everyone.
Yeah,
and it's brutal as hell. and where I think that's the first time you see him, actually, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe you see him before. I'm not sure, but that's a really, really cool. Like, they could have developed him so much more, and it kind of went by the wayside. I actually do think the last 20 minutes of the game are quite lazy. I feel like it's very fun. Like, this is fun. I enjoyed all this, but once it gets to like the end game, it's just very, very formulaic. Like, there's nothing here that they've done differently from previous Resident Evils, and
they've kept it with the labs, haven't they? Like, confined it there, like mouse.
Yeah, the labs, obviously a super safe location. The Ark, effectively looking the same as Nest 1 and 2, was kind of weird. Man, this is a gorgeous game.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous game. The final boss was actually really disappointing. First form, excuse me. This part.
First form.
I was like, this is really, really cool. I defeated this dude in about 2 minutes. I just smashed him with a shotgun a bunch of times. He pulled a rocket launcher out and I shot it out of his hands.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and I just picked the rocket launcher up and blew him away. It was like literally like, and I actually thought that was it. And I was like, really?
I'll be honest, Andy, I didn't really mind the boss fight. The only one, I mean, for me personally, from all the boss fights, they wasn't hard enough. I didn't really have like any problems with any of the boss fights. Like, no, and I know he's playing on the standard difficulty, but on any other Resi, even on standard, I'd like to think that I'm going to die quite a few times before I get it right. And I think that's probably why we've got the insanity mode. Is that's going to really test you as a gamer to pull it off, especially if you don't use the new game plus items as we mentioned earlier. But I think some of the boss fights are pretty cool.
I mean, the Nemesis obviously was kind of cool, seeing like an updated Nemesis, because I actually think of all the things you say about Resident Evil 3 remake, the final battle was amazing. Like, it all builds up to that moment, and then Jill pulls out the big old railgun. It's beautiful, and they really developed that formula here. I do think it was a tad lazy because, again, it's just a boss battle we've already done before in a previous Resident Evil game, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've always.
This is going to be a pain in the arse on Insanity, actually. Like
Oh
the hand
yeah.
slaps. Oh man, it's going to be brutal.
I couldn't escape the slaps. Like at least with RE3 remake, you kind of know where it's coming from. But this one, it was like, even though you know it's coming, you don't have enough speed to get out of the way. I found. So like, I think I did it first time on this, but I got hit many times. I used all my health resources, but I think that's what Capcom are like. It's like it's big, isn't it? Like, it's like wow, it's a spectacle. Big boss. But I really enjoy like how Mr. X came in, and then you had that battle on the outside of the RPD. That was pretty cool. That whole experience. What was your favorite boss fight? Actually, let's talk about favorite boss fights, and let's listen to what chat's got to say as well.
Yeah. And by the way, huge shout out to Brandon Salisbury's in the chat, director of George A. Romero's Resident Evil. Appreciate you dropping by. I trust you. Have you had a chance to play it, Brandon, or have you just been watching the videos online? Quite the ride for this game. Yeah, please jump in the chat. We're answering everyone's questions in the chat so far as is reasonable, obviously.
Yeah.
If you've got some analysis you want to share with the group, and then feel free to share.
And
go on.
Jimmy, a chance. Thank you for the tier 3, mate. Appreciate the resub. And yeah, chat. We will get to your questions. We will be doing a Q&A very shortly.
So Brandon says, I feel like Requiem did a good job of connecting some loose ends. Yes, but I do feel like it also asks more questions, which are we on the assumption that Raccoon City Syndrome, and there may already be a document that explained this that I haven't like read in depth, but by de facto, is it like The Walking Dead where everyone's who's in Raccoon City is infected with Raccoon City Syndrome?
I actually don't know.
Like, because how was Leon infected? I'm assuming it was.
Is it not based off something from Resi 4 Remake? No, it couldn't have been because he wasn't infected in Resi 6, was he?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just thinking now. Let me.
Like, the whole point. I thought the whole point was that everybody who escaped Raccoon City has this syndrome.
Yeah, it's a bit. Good point. I'm not sure what.
Because they said six people have died, haven't they, from this Raccoon City syndrome that survived Raccoon City. So I think it's like Walking Dead, where like everyone's infected, and if you die, you get it. But for whatever reason, Leon has gotten over so many different viruses, and now 25 years later, it's decided to rear its ugly head. I do find that a bit strange. Like, why now of all times? Why didn't it affect him 4 years after? What is it, like HIV, where it just sits in your system dormant for 25 years?
Like what the chats are saying is like, probably they needed the plot. Perhaps they just thought, you know what, we need this. Maybe it could be covered in some form of DLC, maybe. Who knows if we get something like that? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, who knew it was, airborne, I guess, right? We always assumed it was more based on the bite, right? Ever expanding.
But now this is more questions. What about Jill? Because if everyone's infected by Raccoon City Syndrome,
yeah.
What about Jill? What about Chris? What about Barry? Because Barry obviously flew the helicopter. I don't know if that's canon, if he flies the helicopter back to Raccoon City. But he was obviously in the facility, the Arkley facility. So is it a safe assumption that he's also got Raccoon City Syndrome? What about Ada? Like, Ada not being in the game, by the way, I think is huge. Because I like to think wherever Leon goes, Ada's there.
Sorry, this is another spoiler, obviously, but did you see there's been mentions about the wedding ring theory? Have you heard about this yet? So at the end of the game, he takes off his glove or takes off his ring. So he suggested that Leon's married.
Let me have a look at that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I haven't seen it myself. I must have skipped it, but apparently at some point takes his glove off or something and there's a ring. I might be wrong, but it's what I've heard. So
is this where you got RE7, Chris?
Yeah.
Is that in there?
Yeah. So if you got that, that was told to me by somebody in the chat. Yeah. It's like they've done like a reference to the meme of RE7.
I don't know why they did that. It's still very strange.
But yeah, Leon must take his glove off at some point. He takes off his glove and puts his ring back on. After speaking to look.
I know. Oh, so he takes his gloves off.
Oh, you can see him putting something on there. It wasn't the watch, was it? Was it you who told me? But yeah, Dude Love who told us about the
Let's have a look. Right, so the watch is on there, so it can't be his watch. So he's reaching into his back pocket. He's put something on his hand. I mean, this.
Go on, keep watching.
Not...
I think there's any more. Is that it, or maybe you get another close up? Sorry, it's one of them, isn't it? He's done something though. Put something on his hand. The SAA ring, maybe.
What is it, like a signet ring of some kind? Like, but yeah, I mean, there are so many. We want to talk about it all, guys. Like, we've got an opportunity here that this is the first weekend, and a lot of people, chances are, have kind of gone through Resident Evil Requiem by now, or at least substantially through it, but it's the first weekend. So this is the first time a community has joined together to really discuss everything that's going on with Requiem. So if you've got any thoughts on Requiem, obviously there's like 150 people in the chat, so it might take a while for us to get through all of them, but we'll certainly, if there's any highlights that stick out to us, we'll bring them up on the screen and we'll analyze it. So let's talk locations then. So the Renwood Hotel, I mean, that kind of went by a million miles an hour. I was impressed, actually. This is, we're going to be digressing all over the place. I do apologise.
Okay.
But it's just because of how it's going to be. But I do think they did a very good job of like limiting how much of Requiem we saw. Like in the lead up to Requiem. Like, I don't feel like I was shown a lot before I played it, you know?
I was happy in the sense that we got to see whatever we saw in the trailers and the gameplay trailers was very early on. So I'm so happy that we didn't really get to see any, like, the Raccoon City and all that. All we saw really was the opening to the doors of the RPD, wasn't essentially. So it's good to kind of experience all that without being spoiled from trailers and so forth. But yeah, all this was done right off the bat, like within the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say,
great scene, by the way.
Yeah, this was awesome. Like this initial scene, like, really knocked me for six. Where you got to, like, imagine that in VR, man.
Do you know what though about this game? I know, like, people have got the thoughts and stuff, but what I love about it is that we're back to zombies.
Yes.
You know, I know Resident 4 remake, like, yeah, but they're not really zombies, are they? Like, at least here we've got like that. And they brought the personality with some of the zombies as well, which was cool, like the maids and the singers, and I loved all that. Look,
and they like apologize as well. Like, they're like, "Oh, sorry."
Well, well, this guy here, that when you run away from him, he's like, "Run!" You can hear him say, "Run!" So he's trying to protect her, even though he's trying to attack. He's attacking as well at the same time.
I don't know why this didn't kill him, by the way. She must not pushed it deep enough.
That's what she said.
Oh, come on, man. Diabolical. Can't be doing that. But yeah, it's, this is like, I can't explain. This is the first time in a long time I've genuinely been like on the edge of my seat playing a Resident Evil game. I do find it was nice having the zombies back. I do find they're even more bullet spongy than Resident Evil 2 remake. Like, in Resident Evil 2 remake, you seemingly shoot an enemy 8 times in the head and he's still coming forward. Yeah,
if you get 3 or 4 headshots in on the floor, they normally die. That's what I felt anyway. Half on them, blister heads are the nightmare on pistol.
This is a huge comment, but Jay has posted it like 10 times, and we were talking about this when we were out yesterday. So basically there's something called the final puzzle in Resident Evil Requiem that no one has figured out yet. It's like obviously completely optional. It doesn't form part of the story, but it's like really, really in depth. Like Matt was talking. Matt, can you like articulate it better than I'm selling it to people?
Yeah,
Because
so
it's really interesting.
you know the CP points. Is it the CP points? Or well, trophies or whatever.
Terrible name for currency, by the way. CP points.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So there's one called I think it's called the final puzzle. I believe it to be called. And you know that the first what's the first boss like that chases you down with Grace? What's that monster called?
What, the chef?
Not the chef. The
girl.
The girl. Yeah. What's the name of that? I don't remember the name of the girl boss thing. Does anyone know in chat the hag? The girl. But anyway,
I thought it was called the girl, but I guess not.
I don't know. Well, one's saying, Lovey's saying the hag, the girl hag. Anyway, after that elevator scene, you pick up the hand right, and I never knew what to do with it throughout that. But apparently, if you take it to one of those machines that do the DNA cross or whatever, you get some random code, and going from that, then you start to get like some information. And I saw a TikTok video where you're in the basketball court, you can push the ball into the hoop, and then you find like a Nemesis toy on the floor. But all these lead to something. There's a final puzzle that no one's worked out yet. Like nobody's found it, and it's been days since. I mean, it could take weeks. Who knows? But you know, who knows what's going to be there? There'll be a hidden room. Just don't know.
It's probably going to be something really silly. But you don't even get like. Is there like a bonus thing that needs to be unlocked? Like in the CP points,
I'm sure it's in there to be. Yeah, it's like 20,000 points or something like that. But
right,
it's what you're going to get to see, isn't it? I think there's a question for you from Dude Love. I think. Oh no, it's more like a joke. I think. Can you see my chat? Okay, for your,
yeah, I can see your chat.
Just double check.
Can you see my chat?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Good.
That's the best way I can explain it. I only saw it today on TikTok, so I don't know more than that really. I just know people are going every nook and cranny trying to find out how to reveal this code, this final puzzle.
Just going through some comments just in case missed anything substantial. Jimmy says, Jim, sorry, says so many Outbreak Easter eggs, so potential Outbreak remake in a few years. So we spoke about this obviously yesterday, or it might have been this morning. I don't think that's they're obviously referencing Outbreak, but I don't think that that's necessarily gonna be. Sorry, they're not referencing Outbreak remake. They're just referencing Outbreak. I don't think there's enough meat on potatoes for an Outbreak remake. I think that's just because they're in Raccoon City. Who else can they kind of use as a reference point? And why not just kill? Actually, that's a point. I don't think I've had it confirmed who the Raccoon City 6 are that died at the start of the game. Like, have we had official confirmation? Does anyone know?
I'm just going to Google it now. Oh, a delayed dormant strain of the T virus, sometimes referred to as the Raccoon City syndrome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they are. Just 6.
Because they said it was like
6 survivors. Sorry,
6 survivors of Raccoon City. As we know, not a lot of people survive Raccoon City. So, but that's shit. That's bullshit. This is why it's very difficult when you try and retroactively adjust the law, because they all have daylight running through their systems, which was a cure to the T virus. So why would they then be affected by the Raccoon City syndrome? It's like, I appreciate we have to suspend our disbelief because this is a game about the undead and monsters, but like, it's got to at least be kind of like.
I like sometimes I just think, you know what, let it be what it be. That's all I say. I don't look too deep into these games. I'll just play it and hopefully I like it. So it's good to talk about because it lets your imagination run wild, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So
yeah, this was a cool fucking scene actually.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah,
like in Elbridge. So aside from the fact we've got the sponsored Porsche,
What did you think about the sponsors in the game, by the way, the Porsche and the Hamilton collaborations? What's your thoughts on that? Like, was it money for Capcom? I mean, what sort of deal do you think was in place?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I'm not saying that gamers are poor or gamers are skint, but like the people who are buying Porsches are probably not playing Resident Evil 9. And I don't think I'm shitting on people when I say that. I'm not buying one. I'm sure you're not buying one, no. Matt. I mean, a Porsche of that caliber is probably 120 grand in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, who is this? Like, did I miss the memo where RE9 was meant to appeal to business directors?
I think I dropped them an email, Porsche, said any chance?
Yeah, I see you've done this collab with RE.
I said, look, I'm a big deal in the UK. Trying to lie to him, like, yeah, come on.
The watches as well. Like, they literally, it was a complete contrast, actually, because you look at the Silent Hill transmission, that was really in depth. Like, they was up in Scotland talking about Silent Hill Townfall, like real in-depth shit about the story and the location, blah, fucking blah. And then, like, Resident Evil have a showcase, which they haven't done. I can't remember the last time they've done it. Maybe Village? They done a Resident Evil showcase. It might have been RE4, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, like, they don't really show anything. They just show off a Porsche and a watch.
Yeah.
Like, out of all of the decisions that they got right with Resident Evil 9, I still don't understand that whole law, why they did that.
Yeah.
Because like there wasn't really even that used that much in the game. Like, I'm surprised with that Porsche deal, they didn't have, like, you know, the whole motorcycle scene. Why wasn't that in the Porsche? Because that would have been like, you know, and then maybe gets out and he's like, great performance, you know, whatever. And he just comes up with some like bullshit. Well, that was one thing that was really funny, but also like it was starting to get annoying. Is it become just really cliche? Like Leon keeps saying like dad jokes, and it just like it was funny the first couple of times, and then it started really getting annoying.
Nah, I loved it. Come on,
like it was even like right at the last boss battle with Xeno. Well, not really a boss battle. The last cutscene with Xeno. He literally was like, he has a gun to his head. Like, Xeno manages to get behind him. He's got a gun to his head, and he just says something like, oh, that's very fancy. It's like, dude has got a gun to your head, bruv. Like, this is meant to be a very specific, like, serious scene. You're about to be, like, blown away by this ridiculous magnum this man is holding.
There's some good scenes in that game. What did you... Oh, I know we're going to be moving around in a bit. We'll touch on it a bit, actually, yeah. I won't go into it now. But
so yeah, Elm Ridge or Elk Ridge, whatever it was called. I thought this was exceptional. This scene again is fantastic, where like they got the cross section in the road, and like imagine you turn around and Leon S. Kennedy is hunting you down. That would have been terrifying. Like who walks around unironically 8 feet tall with some goggly glasses on, carrying a bird? That is gonna absolutely raise concerns.
I love this bit though. It's great.
Is she okay? Does she look okay, bro?
It starts going ham now.
I'm just taking her home.
You just start shooting everybody in the street now. That third guy there, he can just look at, go back on that, man. He was minding his own business there, bro.
he didn't even know what was going on.
Look, he didn't deserve that, bro. It's heavy, man.
Like he's literally just finished his day at work. He's going home to his family.
Oh man,
he's probably got to pop in the pizza shop. You know, grab like 4 pizzas to come home with. And like this dude was just like probably a Christian man, has been fine all his life, and he's just been completely mugged up.
Outrageous.
But again, this was something that was really cool. Actually, outside of Resident Evil 6, obviously, we've not seen this type of Resident Evil.
In RE6, this is similar.
Oh, the music is so good. Like there is such a contrast when you play as Grace, and you get that kind of Silent Hill 2-esque soundtrack, and then you play as Leon, and it's like pure John Wick.
I think the soundtracks in this Resi has been phenomenal. Like, for the best.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this is brutal as hell as well. Just bites his nose off.
Lovely stuff.
Oh, spectacular. I guess that's the last of him. So yeah, this was all exceptional. Obviously, going into the facility, the care facility for the first time was pretty rad. There was a really weird sequence actually here. Let's see if I can find it. So like this made no sense to me. So this is obviously a very naive secretary or what have you, front of house, whatever you want to say. And this man walking towards her is quite clearly not okay.
Yeah.
He's got a chainsaw in his hand. By the way, Leon is just standing there, and this man knows what bioterrorism looks like. He knows what biological weapons.
He just watches it happen. Like
And he just watches her get murdered. Like it just makes no sense. Leon doesn't know that they can talk, but obviously the Las Plagas they did talk as well. So
yeah,
you'd like to think. I mean, he's carrying a chainsaw in a care home, like in a care facility, like that. Should that not ring alarm bells? He's just standing there watching it.
oh, why did they have a chainsaw, though, bro? What's the chainsaw doing there, like casually? Like why? Shouldn't be there.
I think I want a second opinion.
What a boy, man.
But you know what I forgot to touch on? I know we're going all over the place here, but can we just go like back to Grace in the FBI place at the beginning?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That guy, what's his name? Like Frank or something?
What the boss? What a prick, man.
Like, why? I thought about this. And why would you send somebody to investigate crimes going on in a place where your mum got butchered? Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, it's absolutely outrageous. Like,
It is. Like, where is HR?
yeah.
Like, what?
Hell, man.
Like, she's obviously woefully inexperienced as well.
Yeah.
She's just an analyst. And this guy, like, maybe it's been explained and we haven't, like, picked up on it. But this man just literally, out of context, just walks up to a desk and goes, by the way, I need you to go back to where your mum nearly had her head torn off right in front of you and everything burnt down. No actual context to why you need to do it, but I want you specifically, instead of these quite clearly senior agents that are around this office, I'm going to choose you to do it.
She's simply an analyst as well. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I guess it's plotting it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I guess, bro, like, cool.
I know it's upsetting for you.
Yeah, I know it's upsetting for you. So we're not actually going to provide you with any like counselling or anything like that. But we actually, you know, we need to crack on with this. So we need you to go.
Yeah. She didn't even have a gun as well, did she? I remember. Did she take a gun with her?
Yeah, but I think it was taken because she has a gun here, which is like her self-defense item.
Yeah. Same as Silence of the Lambs needed a rookie.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, all of this was very, very good. Like the sneaking around. I mean, I actually found it so challenging. Really challenging to get through this first part of the game. But it set the tone for what to expect. YouTube Premium. Someone donate me $10 super chat so I can get YouTube Premium.
That's what they wanted, wasn't it? That's what the whole point for Capcom was, you know, make it hard for Grace than it would be for Leon. And, you know, give her the limited resources, make her work for it, sneak around a bit. And you have to, don't you? You have to sneak around. And you get that little flimsy knife, doesn't last long.
No.
But I was struggling to find every time. I was like, I've got no ammo. I had to keep running away from enemies like early game because I didn't know what to do. Like, I can't deal with this. So I'm gonna have to leave. And
This was actually a really smart thing that Grace did. I just realized this.
yeah. Just finished the East Wing and the amortized fine. Yeah, I struggled. I really struggled.
Let me move on a bit. Oh, I must admit, playing, and this is maybe because I'm just terrible at this game, but actually playing with a controller was really tough. Like, they were just moving too much, and I just could not get a shot off to save my life. Just
That's one thing I
pissing
didn't
out.
like. That's one thing I didn't like was like having to keep going to controller options to try and sort it, and it was trying to find it at first. It wasn't clear cut how to actually adjust the sensitivity because it come under like a weird option, and they had all like accelerate and decelerate, and there was like 4 different options to do the one thing that you want to do. And even then, at the end, I don't think I got it to the way I wanted to have it, like with first person and third person. But yeah, I mean, I haven't tried it with mouse and keyboard yet, so
I'm debating just getting like a Cronus Max or whatever it's called, just so I can plug my keyboard and mouse into the PS5. This was cool. This was Emily. I thought was really interesting. A really interesting direction that they went. I actually didn't think Grace would be the one to like rescue her. I thought you would rescue her as Leon. But it just shows you like that character development of Grace, like caring about other people, not just herself. I thought that was a really good little subplot they had going on there. Actually, it wasn't bit at all by like zombies. He's got no arm. There were elements. This was cool, like facing that big ugly thing, and then all the blister heads in here. That was amazing. There was some, I felt like filler sequences, like where you go down, like you got the basement bit, which I thought was really, really good. Oh, I think it's a bit further on than here.
No, I was getting proper like factory vibes from Village in the basement,
Yes.
and I was like, I was thinking deep down, I hope there's not too much of this, because I wasn't really like fully immersed in that area. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm all about the environments. I mean, and I probably don't like them sort of environments, but I understand why they're there.
So, Exit Station says, but the game doesn't explain who was standing next to Emily in the trailer. What are you talking about? Who was standing next to Emily in the trailer? Give us a bit more clarity.
We'll get the trailer up.
Yeah. Well, it's going to depend on which fucking trailer. One moment. Let me just pull the trailer up here.
I can't be sorry. Someone next to her when Grace finds her on the bed.
Reveal. So it's the fourth. I guess it would be the fourth trailer. 4 trailers, man, crazy.
There is a reflection in the glass of a brunette.
Yeah, that probably would have been
Maybe the scientists behind it.
I thought it was the bird that goes to the girl, turns into the girl. Let me just pull this up here. Oh, here you go. Right, so this is. Oh shit! Sorry, you can't see this.
No.
One moment. It's this one.
Ain't that just Grace though? Go back.
Yeah, I think it's just Grace. The reflection of glass brunette. It's not. That's just Grace, because she's got her bandage here. You can just see a bandage there. So that's just Grace.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
Oh, the stuttering, man. Grace's stuttering drives me absolutely insane. Like every single phrase. Like this is near the end of the game, by the way, this sequence. And she just could not string a sentence together. I mean, I am one to just stutter all over the place. I can never get my words like all lined up perfectly. But
That's not me.
she's just always like every word that she says, she stutters on. It's bizarre.
We can't.
She's like, well, why me? I'm coming with you.
What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
It's so weird going back and looking at the trailers, knowing that we've played the game in full now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think they did a really good job on like the trailers and the what we got to see.
So yeah, the basement I thought was really cool. Sorry, YouTube Premium.
There's a lot of
I'll
ads
get it
now.
one day.
I'm so used to not having YouTube ads now. It's great. I do it.
This was so funny, man. The way he laughs and then just locks in straight away afterwards.
Yeah. They just
It
walks
made me
off.
laugh.
Mate, I laughed my head off there. Watch it just disappears.
He's like,
Walks off.
I've done it. I've done it.
top 10 generational lock-ins of all time.
Yeah, brilliant that was.
So this was cool. This whole cabin I actually died quite a few times on this sequence. It was just so hard to hit them.
This just gave me like proper Last of Us vibes, you know. Proper, like especially
And-
that boss.
If you remember, actually, Dusk Golem did say very early on, he was like, a lot of playtesters are getting Last of Us vibes from RE9, and
Yeah.
everyone didn't want to hear about it. But to be honest, especially in the RPD section,
Even the blister heads though, they like the clickers, aren't they?
yeah, that's true. Actually, are they blind?
No,
Right.
I don't believe so.
But certainly, like when you're walking around actual Raccoon City, like definitely,
These
like if
are
you
the-
guys
yeah.
played, there was a game on Xbox 360 and PS3 called I Am Alive. It really reminded me of that. If anyone's played, I don't know if anyone's played I Am Alive in the chat, but it was made by Ubisoft, I think, and it was like a 20 quid game. But yeah, it reminded me of that a lot. They had a sequence with the helicopter, which I thought was weird. Oh, this was the reveal, actually. The reveal of
I found this to be a heavy moment on the
this moment.
the transition. Yeah,
Oh yeah, she just kind of like mutates.
when you
But-
found like she was dead. This is like a hard moment.
What I didn't know though,
I wonder what happens if Leon doesn't shoot here. Your instinct shoots. What happens if you don't? If you don't shoot here, I wonder what happens. Like, if you listen to Grace, what happens?
yeah, that's true actually.
Does anyone know? He shoots anyway, does he? Okay. He automatically shoots.
Right. But what's interesting is, like, Emily is in there. She's not like, it's not like blown her body to pieces and she is now that thing. She's stuck inside it.
Yeah. So
I
she's-
thought that was
the
well
bullets.
weird.
Yeah, because you'd think it was just she'd grown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the thing, like, yeah, what's the word? What's the word they use in the thing when they, like, attaches themselves?
Yeah, like an
Oh,
amalgamation.
God. So, someone say in the chat. I can't remember the exact phrase.
Trying to figure the word.
It's like malforming or something like that.
Amalgamation, and it also absorbed.
Ah,
Assimilate.
no.
That's it.
Assimilate. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that Emily would assimilate, but like when Leon literally just said it near the end of the game. He's like, "Oh yeah, she could still be in there and be fine." So they just left her corpse, which seems like for hours, zero brain activity, and they just come back and revive her, and she's fine. Come on, man! Like,
Yeah, I thought like I know people. I think they should just left her dead. It was
Yeah.
awful, but like you gotta, they can't always be good stories. Can't
Yeah,
always
man.
be a good ending. You know what I mean? Like I was surprised with how it ended with it, Leon, to be honest with you. But
yeah, like how is he not dead? I genuinely like he was
Oh,
spewing
yeah.
up. Like there has to be a point of no return. Like Elpis is literally like the ultimate corrector. Like you inject this piss fluid into you,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, all of your ailments are gone. This was an unreal reveal. I was like, what?
yeah, this is cool. This is a good reveal. This was. Yeah, I think that was.
I've been waiting for you, Grace.
Who are you?
Raccoon City.
Yeah.
You're the reason for its destruction, but you're also the key to building a brave new world. You're the final piece. Let us show you your true purpose.
Superb. Absolutely superb.
Yeah. Great reveal.
Oh man, the spider boss was
Oh,
amazing.
This is so like random. But like I know obviously we had spiders. We haven't had a spider since what? The classic
Well,
reses.
Well, there was no spiders in RE2, no spiders in RE3. You had the drain demos or whatever they're called, brain suckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, spiders.
I
I
think-
can't think of the last time. Code Veronica, maybe.
Yeah, I think the reason why they've avoided spiders, they're probably really hard to get right. I'd imagine.
I thought I nailed it in Code Veronica, like with the
No, I
variety
mean,
of
like
spiders.
in remakes, like in the modern games, they probably have avoided doing spiders. Like Resi 2 Classic had spiders, Resi 3 Classic had spiders, and in the remakes we didn't get them, and people complain about that. But I
Yeah,
reckon
big time.
it's probably hard to pull off. Yeah.
Well, I felt like I did a good job here. Going through Raccoon City Underground Station, pretty cool.
Yeah, Love Outbreak, potentially, like it's talked about.
Yeah, I know Emmy and Jim were very, very on it in my stream for like, this is a reference to Outbreak.
Yeah.
I do feel like this sequence is heavily padded. Like getting all the pieces for the detonator.
I think
That just felt like it went on forever.
I get that, but I think growing up, we've always wanted that feeling of like an explorable Raccoon City. So I felt like, yeah, it felt padded. It wasn't greatly interesting going around getting 3 different pieces from 3 areas. But I've always wanted that opportunity to explore Raccoon City in some form. So I get why people don't like it. It dragged a bit, but at least I got to see all the visuals, I guess, from an environmental standpoint. So, but yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, because it was the only time it was really like open. It was the openish world, wasn't it? Because you could go any direction there. You had you could go 3 different ways at any point. You could mix and match.
I don't know if you noticed this, but this was actually the sewer from RE2. So you know where you flip the switches, you would need the valve handle in the original RE2. But in RE2 Remake, it's kind of already done for you. You just pull it down. It's to get to the cable car. I'm pretty sure it is this area. So you got all of these areas. Let me just move forward a tad. Yeah, this sewage facility. I'm sure this was in this area. I'm sure this area was in RE2.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Do you
With
think all the assets? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You got the bridge, you got the top bits.
yeah, exactly. Or maybe like a different era, a different. But yeah,
oh,
definitely.
you mean it's actually from
I feel like it is from it. Because obviously you wouldn't have explored this because this would all be full up with water.
that's a good point. It would be, wouldn't it? It'd be the sewers, it'd be that area, yeah, where the tanks are.
Are these additional? Is these additional attachments really good? Or is
I'll
it
use
worth it?
them. Well, I'll just use them because I wanted the attachments and just load up really.
I must admit, it's a massive change. But like, because I'm gonna probably play on assisted and get all the trophies.
Yeah.
It's a massive change. Like, especially with the, I thought the hatchet. And let's all talk about the hatchet. Actually,
Yeah.
I thought the hatchet was absolute wank up until you get Hunk's hatchet, or you do the durability upgrades on it. It was just I could never get it right, and maybe I'm just a terrible gamer, which I do accept.
I agree to the point where, you know, the counter, I never really worked out the counter until I had to fight Hunk. Like I know it tells you in the streets how to use it, but I must have skipped the option. So
Right.
I never really realized it's just L1, isn't it? No, not
Yeah,
L1.
yeah. Yeah, is that one?
But I thought in the streets it said like L1 and something else, or was that maybe that's to sharpen it? So I never used the counters throughout the game. So next time I play it, I'll get an opportunity, I'll do it more often, I guess, just to truly test it. But I found some of these sequences a lot more harder than the bosses. Like this part here.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This part was hard, man. I died here more times anywhere in this part than anywhere in the game. When that bomb keeps dropping down on you, and then you got them the people with the guns as well. Oh, nightmare. But I was probably about 11 hours deep in the stream, so
He was probably exhausted.
yeah.
But yeah, I just felt like this part particularly just slogged on for just forever. I mean, yeah, kind of cool that you're not really going through Raccoon City. You're just going through fucked up buildings. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there were like Kendo gun shop and all that sort of fun stuff. But the rest of it is just unknown concrete build like this. Unknown concrete buildings that weren't in the original.
But when you really think about the locations to the classic, you can start to pull it together. Oh, we're in the RPD now.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
Can we talk about this special moment when we open them doors? What a time to be alive.
Well, it started off here.
Hang on, what's that music there? You can turn that on. Okay, I haven't got that music. When's that? Is that
I'll tell you why. I think he's got.
one unlocked it where you can unlock the sound?
Yeah, I think he might have classic music on. So that's interesting that it's not using RE2 remake soundtrack. It's using the original soundtrack.
Is that legit, or is that part of like the points where you redeem, or is it?
Yeah,
just...
yeah, that's the. Well, I thought you get it with the deluxe edition.
Oh, I don't have
I
the
could be
deluxe
wrong.
edition, so
I'll take a look around then.
So this is actually where you start off in RE2.
oh man, I'm gonna have to get that. That's sick, man. Look at this, man. This is where I was very excited, by the way. When I got to
What's
this
what's
point-
annoying is I can't show people. There's a track when you enter the RPD, and the Requiem track, not the original track, has references to the original RE2 main hall theme. You know, do do do.
and then it pulls it up.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, obviously seeing all this, like walking back through, retreading your old steps.
This is such a special moment.
I was fucking. When I tell you I was fully erect, that would be the understatement of the century.
I was like, I felt the emotion kicking at this point. I was like, here we go, boys. It's not the same with this music now, though, but with the other music, it just felt even better. I mean, this music doesn't really go with this, but
Yeah, like you really want to play this with the Requiem soundtrack.
yeah. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but we're in modern times now. Here we go, man. That door opening sequence is brilliant, by the way. That little tune.
Can't believe it's still standing.
What's he doing?
I have no idea.
I need to go for the doors, bro.
He's
Come on.
playing it. He's playing like a bit of a serial killer. Like he's just not checking anything, just going straight through.
Fair play.
Yeah, this sequence was just
Oh, good man.
crazy.
Oh, he's got. Oh, that's weird with that music, bro.
Yeah, it actually doesn't fit it. I wonder if there's. I'm sorry, guys. I do want to like because I want to try and. I'm gonna put that to the side. 11 hours. Fucking hell.
Loaded.com. Get the
Fuck off. Oh, it's fucking what? Oh, yes, you can.
Resi ad. It's the Resident Evil ad that was.
That's outrageous. Right, so we're coming up here. Is he in the? No, he's not in the RPD just yet. A little bit forward.
More.
Again, I just feel like this goes on forever.
I'd skip quite a bit more.
Is it this? Is it really this far along?
No. I think you've gone past it now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back. Sorry.
Yeah, because I thought the skyscraper glass was after.
Yeah, it's after. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're doing them.
Where are we?
We got to be close. Hang on. Fucking get another ad in a minute. Oh no, it's after. It must be after. Right, yeah, you fill it all up. You set the detonator off.
We're close. Yeah, getting close. Yeah.
No, he's coming out of the city now.
Yeah. It's.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. If this guy's got, I haven't even checked. I know he has got it. Cool.
Talk about that sequence in a bit as well.
Oh, fucking. Oh, don't know about that, man.
Hey guys, welcome.
Right, so we obviously walked through all of this.
Yeah. This part here was so special. I felt very emotional going into the RPD again.
I'm going to turn it up to 4. It might make us not as loud, but I want you guys to appreciate this. Oh, when I heard that, man.
Oh, my heart, man, my heart. Such a great time. Makes me want to play by now. You know what I loved about it as well? I loved all them little notes. I'm like, where was these notes in RE2? In RE3?
Yeah,
like, now he's left a note. It's there now. Like, where did he put it? In the cupboard?
Yeah, well, same as Marvin's note.
My audio's weird. Is it? How long's he been like that for?
You sound fine to me. We'll just get a audio check on Matt.
Checking.
You sound completely. You literally sound exactly the same.
I think it's maybe when the video's playing. I think when the video plays, we had something like that earlier, didn't we? Is it happening on the video?
Is it because the audio is really loud?
I think it's when you turn the audio up. It messes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, we've just put it back to normal. Okay.
Oh, do you know what a missed opportunity was not having Marvin skeleton?
Well,
And he could have been like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, what is he's lieutenant, isn't he? Oh, I'm sorry, lieutenant.
yeah.
Because he actually does say, like,
There's a few messages he says, isn't there?
No, but like Leon does say, I'm going to do it for everyone or something like along those lines.
That's what I thought when he's saying, like, obviously with the ending of the game, and he's like, I can save you. Like, I just thought that was it, like that whole full circle for Leon. And then which ending did you go for first?
I just the good ending where Leon survives.
Did you see this? Have you seen the other ending?
Yeah, I watched it. I've watched it since. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the thing. So if you pick the bad ending first, you have an option saying, do you want to reload that point and then pick the other option?
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. If you pick good ending first, it doesn't give you the option to see
the other ending.
Ending.
That makes total sense.
Unless you've got like a load.
So what happened? Because I've seen the cutscene,
Yeah.
but like, what happens after that? The game just ends.
Yeah, cinematics. That's it. Just cut the scrolling. Yeah.
Cinematics, and then you
Credits.
get like an end game time.
End credits and end game time. Yeah, you don't get any other. And it just takes you to the menu, and a pop up comes up saying, "Would you like to see the other ending or something like that?" And I said yes, absolutely. And then it takes you just before, the scene essentially, and then you get the option to get to the PC.
So here's a question: do you get the trophy for insanity if you don't do the good ending? Can you just say bad ending and then just get the gold trophy?
I don't know. I mean, it's an ending, isn't it? So why not? And it doesn't stipulate in the because obviously you wouldn't want to do that final fight, would you? You wouldn't want to do that final fight if you can get out of it and get the trophy instead.
Definitely
You're
not.
just like you just pick destruction, wouldn't you?
Well, there's not a trophy guide.
Yeah.
There's not a trophy guide on PSM. I mean, there wouldn't be. It's literally like been out 2 days. But there isn't a trophy guide for Requiem just yet. Let's see if anyone's got a platinum.
There is a trophy guide. I looked at one earlier. There is a guide.
Oh, maybe it's not on PSN profiles.
There is a guide. But you said earlier that you wasn't too happy that Leon survived, right? Like I was shocked that he survived because people spoiled it for me. Obviously see a comment on TikTok, or I had a few comments on the day of streaming saying, "Oh, Leon dies." So I'm going into it thinking, "Oh, he's died. He's dead then." But to see the way it ended, I'm glad in a way. I'm glad and relieved because I don't feel as sad now. Because I think I would have been a bit sad, like, end of it here, killed him off. But like maybe retire him then or something. I don't know. Just at least we know he's alive.
The issue they've got now is
yeah.
Like Leon is obviously a massive commodity in Resident Evil, so
Yeah.
he appears to be Mr. Resident. And I acknowledge I got that wrong. That I thought, because a lot of people in my chat were saying, "Oh yeah, well Leon is Resident Evil." I'm like, no, he's not. Like the whole point of Resident Evil is it was Chris versus Wesker. That's the real original arc of Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But like actually, they couldn't be more right. Like if you look at the numbers, all the top selling Resident Evil games got Leon in it. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got the achievement. How have you guys already beat it on Insanity? That is crazy. It's not even been out. Like, I'm looking at the trophy because PSN profile tells you who has got the platinum trophy for it already. 200 people in the world have got a platinum trophy for it. I mean, this person got the platinum trophy on the 22nd of February. So, like, 2 weeks before the game come out. That's bullshit.
Yeah, no, there was somebody that posted on Twitter, I saw it today, which was an old post, and he said 100% Resident Evil. So some people got it early from contacts or maybe a really lucky copy via store. That's just it, isn't it? That's just the way it is. But I plan to get 100% soon, hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think the platinum trophy is that difficult. If I'm of all the other Resident Evil games, I think the RE4 remake one's really hard, it's really repetitive, but this one's okay.
Yeah,
I reckon you've only got beat Insanity once, I think.
Thing is though, with Insanity, people say, I mean, it would be hard if you don't use New Game Plus items, but if you do and you use like the rocket launcher and all that and get the infinite ammo, you're laughing. Really?
Well, I think RE4 remake forces you to use normal weapons.
Yeah.
Like you can't use it because I think you need that to do S+. You can't have like infinite weapons for S+.
I have to let you know because I plan to do all of the trophies on like PlayStation 5 copies.
You're doing pretty good actually on trophies so far, are you not? Let me have a look.
I've made a new account for what I've been doing recently, so I've made a brand new account.
What, all the trophy tracker stuff?
Yeah, so I'm under Matt RPD _ now. My original account, Matt RPD's like got loads, but yeah, I've started fresh. So I've got like 1 platinum now.
Let's have a look. Matt RPD _
Yeah. You can see, you should be able to see my trophies on there.
I've only got you. It only says the thing. It's not populated your.
Oh really?
Your Requiem one. It's got RE2 and the thing. You got the platinum trophy for the thing. Was that hard?
Not that bad. Done it in one sitting. Took about 6
fair
hours, 7 hours. Pretty easy. Pretty easy going.
Yeah, I want to play that actually.
Yeah. True.
Follow power picks. Power picks. Is that another like? It's a Requiem. You guys can't see this, but I am typing in the background. So 4 hours. He reckons 20 hours to get the platinum trophy, which I don't think is unreasonable.
No.
What are you laughing about? Mirror's Edge is a sick platinum, by the way.
Mirror's Edge could get the bid, bro.
12 manual save, 3 auto slots. Casual difficulty playthrough on all collectibles. No hits. Second playthrough, no healing. Casual difficulty speedrunner, no blood collector. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm waiting for X to drop 100 subs, so I'll have to play Mirror's Edge for the day.
I'm happy that there's no because Resident Evil 2 and 3 had no item box, but this one doesn't, so that's good.
So, go back to the game.
Yes.
What was your favorite boss experience?
I know it's a bit hypocritical of me saying, but I really enjoyed the Nemesis battle at the end.
Yeah.
Because it was, even though I'd played it before, that's one of my all-time favorite Resident Evil bosses. Because it really, it's done really well in here, and it's done really well in RE3 remake, where it builds it up to be this colossal event, and it feels like a boss battle.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great battle, real great battle. You didn't have to.
Yeah. It's like that feeling of dread, isn't it? It's like, wow, how are you going to get beyond this such huge unit? And I think you got that really well from the classic Resi 3, didn't you? That experience of having to shut off the power and all that.
Yeah, let me bring it up on screen here. Well,
I really wish we had I still wish we had like the Xeno fight, sorry. That could have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing. You did not fight him at all in any capacity. I find that interesting. I find that very, like, a bit of a head scratcher, to be honest.
It's like it was random, but we got Hunk instead. So that's where we could have got a secret to Wesker, but instead we got the Hunk, which was pretty cool.
Let's talk about that then, actually.
Okay.
Let's find it, because I thought that was quite an oddity to put in the game. Like, just let's throw Hunk at you.
Thing is, like, if I got my documents right from memory now, I'm going back. But Hunk was pretty old. Like, it was like mid-30s, wasn't it? 40 in the Code Veronica documents.
Right.
Or some mention. So Hunk would be like 60 or 70, wouldn't they? Like, in today. So I don't think it is Hunk. I just think it's a soldier that is tough. And yes, they have used the same voice actor of Hunk, but he does a lot of voices.
I mean, I think they really built him up. They really. I'll come back to Xeno in a minute, because I've just thought of a really good point. They really built him up in this scene to be like Dr. Death type shit, even though they didn't use his name.
This is cool, by the way.
I didn't really find this that difficult. I like smashed him to pieces.
I heard you were a smart ass.
Upper Crows vibes from RE4.
Not bad for someone at death's door.
The commander's hand after the fight, he has Raccoon City syndrome. So it has to be Hunk then, because obviously Hunk was in Raccoon City. I didn't see that though.
Hey, but Hunk's like 70 here though.
The what? The Hunk what?
Hunk was like in mid-30s, wasn't he? Like Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Really?
His age. So and it's 30 years later. Like, yeah, how old is he? So I Google it, see if, like, the name Hunk. How old is Hunk?
Did Andy just call Hunk Dr. Death? Yeah, sorry, man. I got him confused with Dr. Death Steve Williams, who's a wrestler. It's Mr. Death, isn't it?
Oh, actually, there's no date. There's no mention of age anyway. My bad.
you joking? Oh no, hang on. Does he look at him?
So yeah, someone mentioned about if you examine the ungloved right hand of the commander, it is Hunk.
Guy was one tough bastard.
Right.
That's what they're saying anyway.
That's quite the compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a throw. I didn't really. That's not explained. Why is Hunk there?
Yeah. Just a throwaway, isn't it? I think, yeah.
I mean, I didn't
I kind of
mind.
wanted it not to be Hunk though as well, because
Yeah.
all the things you hear about Hunk is like some absolute unit,
Yeah, Grim
And he-
Reaper.
you know, and Leon's just killed him relatively easy. I feel like they should just kept him going and never meet.
Apparently, if you go back there, though, he's not there.
What, the body?
Yeah. I wasn't. More I think about it, it was really shit that he didn't have. He had quite a razor thin plot here, but what was interesting is he was killed straight away after being told he was a mere imitation. So obviously, on the inference there is that the real Wesker would have been able to dodge that attack that was coming towards his head. But because this guy's such an imitation, Capcom have killed him off because he is nothing. He is lower than low. He's
But
not
she-
even worth worrying about.
But she stuck the needle in, right? Which would take away the virus. So if you watch it, she sticks
Oh yeah, good
in
point.
and then he gets killed. So he wouldn't have that power to move, I guess.
It is pretty brutal as
Just
well.
watch it. Yeah, like Grace hits him with the needle at this point.
Yeah, this was that stupid line that fucking Leon says. Like he's got a gun to his head.
What the fuck is that, by the way? What?
Oh, this was crazy, man. He like knocks his arm off and it grows back.
Aren't we fancy?
Yeah, that was proper RE5, that was. And you look that good, I have no idea.
You can. It is in the options.
I've lost what?
Don't move! Oh, wait!
Again, this was really good thinking from Grace, putting the gun at her own head.
You still need me, right?
Oh yeah, they come back up to it, didn't they?
All graces.
He's all sweaty now.
Is it
Here we go.
you released Elpis? What is it? Tell me.
You can see now he's changed already.
Yeah, he's slower.
His face has got the voice gone off his face. It's
Elvis
been
is
my powers.
Spencer's atonement. It's an antiviral.
So he's lost his powers now.
Amazing.
I like to think of Victor as just a
I'm-
really intelligent
I'm
nemesis.
humbled by my master's genius. Incomplete.
Time and money I wasted on this.
Don't you see the genius? With Elpis, all virus-based weapons are useless. The world order would be thrown into chaos.
We
Chaos.
wanted a weapon.
I love when he did them
Instead,
lines, by the way.
Spencer gave us anarchy.
Hey.
I will
Apparently he's a Geordie, by the way.
Yeah, I love when he did the anarchy and then there was a
carry
warring
his
clip.
torch and bring his vision to life.
You. You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life. He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
I love that. I was loving that, where it's that imitation. I might get them as some of the voice clips.
He is not happy.
It's over, Victor. The Connections is done with you.
That's another thing. Yeah. The Connections, man, we need to talk on that because that's like the future of Resi right there.
Yeah, I mean, the Connections have been spoken about since RE7.
But we still don't know anything about them.
No.
And that's Umbrella's dead now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you got Umbrella, Blue Umbrella, Green Umbrella, Brown Umbrella. Yeah, pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Well, yeah, let's talk about the Connections. I'm going to actually consult because I don't really know too much about it. But I'm going to go on my favourite website, Resident Evil Wiki, and just update myself. So they're International Crime Syndicate. Let me just go onto this screen while I read this. They're an international crime syndicate that sells bioweapons. Unlike Umbrella, they operate from the shadows and little is known about them. They recruit hidden operatives such as Mia Winters, Victor Gideon, and Zeno. They have deep ties to the US government, Tricell, the family. Who the fuck is the family? And the Four Houses. Right, okay, yeah, I know who the Four Houses are.
There was first mentioned in Resi 7.
Yeah.
So the black market bioweapons crime syndicate. And there's obviously specialised in the mold-based research as well. So I've got a little info up here as well. Just thought I'd throw that out there, as you do.
Oh, the family is the Baker family. Right, that way actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Zeno. I'm just having a look at Zeno on Resident Evil Wiki. So Zeno was a high-ranking member of the Connection. So is this the first confirmation of a Connection's representative in Zeno? I guess so.
Must be, yeah.
Believed to be a virus for the Connection. Project to unlock Elpis, believed to be a virus for the Connections. Gideon considered Zeno to be nothing but an imitation. Leon refers to Zeno as a ghost after seeing first footage of him. Although Zeno bore a striking resemblance to former bioterrorist and imagine being a bioterrorist and Project W subject, Dr. Albert Wesker, particularly in his enhanced speed and regenerative abilities, the game never explicitly states in any language that Gideon is referring to Wesker specifically. So obviously Craig Bernatovsky had previously voiced Wesker in the RE4 remake. Likewise, the claim that Zeno is the Umbrella co-executive isn't confirmed within the game itself. So who's Umbrella co-executive? Oh, it's a character in Umbrella Corps. Okay. Oh, right. This was the line that that DC Douglas had in Umbrella Corps. Interesting. So there's just like doubles of Wesker everywhere. Again, I just don't understand why it needed to have that connection, but not connection, pardon the pun, to Wesker. Like, this could have been a really interesting original character, but I just felt like Capcom have been lazy here.
What was the old? I can't remember his name. What's the old guy in the latest game? What's his name again?
Spencer.
Yeah, obviously he references Spencer a lot, and obviously Wesker had his issues with Spencer. So there is something there of this character being Wesker.
But why couldn't it have been
clone? But I mean, can clones have the same information in their brain, or do they just learn a new thing? I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's one of them. Wesker killed Spencer in what's that? RE5 was it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it does.
Get on. They didn't believe in each of obviously.
It actually makes more sense if like you take Zeno out of the game and you just make it Hunk.
Yeah.
Because he was in the fucking game anyway. You get a boss battle with him.
Yeah.
You could have done that on that little rotunda thing. So yeah, it doesn't actually make sense. Outside of the wink wink nudge nudge, yes it's Wesker, but not Wesker. this literally could have been any character. They could have bought fucking Billy back and put Billy in that role.
Yeah,
It could have been anyone.
Could have brought Wesker's kid back.
Yeah,
it would have been. You know what? It would have been a great shout in this.
Fucking hell! What a good idea. That
Sherry's
would have
in
been.
it. Sherry's in it. Where's
Yeah,
what's
why
his name
not?
again?
Jake Mueller.
Jake, yeah.
Why wouldn't it be out of the realms of possibilities that Jake joins the Connections
Yeah.
after learning about his dad?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I think you're on something there.
Hey guys, I'm going to be part of the next team making Resi 10. Stay tuned. Keep it posted. Going to send them my script. Yeah, I mean, you are right though. I mean, trying to dissect the Resident Evil games, a lot of it is going to be just nothing. Not all of it's going to ever make sense.
Oh, 100%.
You just have to take it at face value, and that's it. Yeah, get Rebecca back. God, we haven't had Rebecca for a while.
I was just having a look to see what Jake was doing after RE6, but it doesn't look. It left that fairly open ended.
Billy and Jake, we don't have much on. It's like, will we ever see those characters again?
Probably not.
Who knows?
I would have
Probably
thought.
not. Who knows? Just thinking else what we haven't touched on yet.
Apparently, performance across the board. This is rare for a release, but performance across all consoles have been and PC have been very good.
Do we have any date on that? Let me have.
Like apparently, the Switch 2 release is exceptionally special, for whatever reason.
So it's record Steam performance.
Yes, that's correct.
Over 300,000 players just shortly after launch. That's a lot. That is. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like the most played concurrent Resident Evil game of all time.
Yeah,
on Steam.
Over 1 million wish lists. But you know it's hard to get when you can't get a steelbook now. Like, I need to go and try and buy one.
I wonder if does it work on Steam Deck?
Oh, they will. They'll get it working on that. Yeah.
Because one thing I will say is the RE engine is really like optimized.
Yeah.
I remember playing RE7, like testing RE7 on some wanky laptop that had terrible specs, and it ran like absolutely amazingly.
Well, you can play Resi 7 on your phone. Do you remember when they did that? They got like 7 and Village working on like the new iPhone.
Yeah,
and they had, like
and the
1,000 people buy it. Like, who wants to play Resi 7 on a mobile? I couldn't think of anything worse. If I'm going to play it, I want to be immersed in a big screen.
It's all about accessibility to Resident Evil. It's like, by the way, I think Resident Evil 2, there was an article on it of how many copies it sold on Apple. It was like appallingly bad.
Yeah.
Apple. Oh, it was less than that. I'm pretty sure it was. It was like 10K or something like that.
The same.
And I can't even. I wouldn't even want to know if that. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. It made $100,000. Like, and by the way, that's like crazy shit for a AAA game. But again, look at when it came out. Like, it came out years after the fact. No one is rushing to play Resident Evil on this. They genuinely aren't. It's just an accessibility thing. Like, it's cool. It's a cool little functional thing. I suppose I can be on a plane and play Remake on my phone, but there are just so much better devices. The Switch 2 appears to be the leader for portability. Something else, just from a technical point of view, it works fine on the Portal. The PlayStation Portal, if anyone's interested in that. I actually really enjoy the Portal. Big fan of the Portal. You can either play it remote play, like so you have your PlayStation 5 on and you just play it in another area of your house or wherever you are. Or you can, and this is only for like select PlayStation games, you can launch it streamed to the device. So you don't need to have your PS5. So if anyone doesn't have a PlayStation 5 but would like to play Resident Evil 9, you can do that. I think that's a really cool feature that isn't spoke. It was a recent update to the Portal and it's not being spoken about enough. Like, you can literally play on your like portal device without a PS5. I think that's insane.
Did you, when you played on the PS5 base or Pro,
I played on the base.
did you have any like frame drops at times, like proper,
Fluent 60 frames a second.
like
No
wise-
issues.
I had quite a lot on mine.
Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't like deter my, but there was like when you go into busy areas and you can feel that like slowness. Did you not get any of that?
Not
Maybe
that
I
I can
completely
recall.
orbing you, maybe.
No, I mean this was a 2020 like literally launch PS5.
Yeah, same.
Never,
Maybe,
yeah,
mine's,
not.
maybe mine's on the way out. Maybe
I mean,
mine's
I
on
am
the way
playing
out.
on like a 1080p, because I don't know if it runs at 4K native on PS5. I'm not sure.
Maybe I was on 2K.
Yeah.
1440p, so maybe
Yeah, I was playing it 1080p, so
Ah,
that could be it.
that's it then. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just think what it's going to be like stability wise on its original form of 4K. That's going to struggle there. That's going to drop down in frames, like 30. Oh, can you imagine?
With all of this, taking all this into consideration, you had the Switch 2 port, which is obviously a lot underpowered. We're going to get an iPad port and an iPhone port of this game. The biggest question in my mind is why is there not a PS4 version of this game? That's really like, bearing in mind, I didn't think that RE4 should have been on PS4 because I felt like now is the time to make that jump to the current gen, not relying on the PS4 because there's no. Oh yes, the graphics are a tiny bit better, but there's no incentive to buy a PS5.
Yeah, people. I mean, like PS4s now. I mean, who's really playing on the PS4 now? I mean, and again, there's going to be a lot of countries still do, right? Really.
I would say actually, a lot of people still like.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
100%, because when I played RE4, like I didn't necessarily get the viewership on day one that I probably wanted to get, but I feel like I did better with Requiem because people who have a PS4 couldn't play it and they wanted to still see the game being played.
Yeah.
I suspect that's like, I mean, there's two people in the chat right now saying,
I mean, maybe it's because it's the optimization, I guess, to pull it out. Like I say, my PS5 struggled with it at times.
yeah, I mean, it'll be a massively compromised version of.
Because if it was
Resident Evil
easy, they
Requiem.
would have done it, wouldn't they? I guess.
Yeah, it just blows my mind, like why that's just not been a thing. I'm not sure how the sales of. Is it me or just Xbox just feel like it's just passing away very slowly? I don't know anyone that has bought Resident Evil 5 on Xbox.
Resident Evil 9.
Sorry, Resident Evil 9 on Xbox. What am I talking about? I don't know what I had. Oh, it's because PS5. I had PS5 on my mind. Like everyone I know either waited for the PC release. Some people I know picked up the Switch release, or they played the PS5 release.
Yeah, Xbox is strange these days with the Xbox gaming thing. They got the gaming pass and all that. Just as Deniro said, it's all like a PC shift, isn't it? It's like
Moves to software, I guess.
yeah. Should we take some questions? You reckon? Should we?
So, let's we'll start to round it off here. If you've got a question and we haven't covered it, gang, feel free to drop it in the chat here, and we'll go through it as best we can. I feel like we've covered quite a lot of like key questions, but inevitably, I'm sure there's questions that we have missed. So please, absolutely, the time is now. Let's go for probably another 10, 20 minutes. We're going to answer a couple of questions. Whilst everyone's brewing those questions, Matt, what are you giving this game out of 10?
I hate this question because, like, right now, you know, it'll probably be different now than it would be in a couple of months once the dust settles and you've played a lot more of it. But I think it's, for me, my personal experience was probably like a 9.5 out of 10. Like, probably more. I'm just trying to settle it. 9.5 minimum. Like, it had everything for me. It gave me a lot of joy. There was a lot of sadness as well, thinking, oh, this is it. He's going to die. It had everything. It gave me all the emotions that I had from the original games back when I was a kid. You know, excitement, horror, Did you get jump scares as well? I had a few jump scares as well. That's one thing we're not talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Good jump scares as well, especially on the first person segments. It just gave me, I think the story was solid. I know granted, I know it's not perfect, but what game is perfect? Like, yeah, things could have been made better, but overall, would you have been happy with this before it came out? You know, if someone said to you, the way it's going right now, like, would you have taken this game?
What if someone leaked it a lot earlier? Yeah, I think so.
Taking it, like, based on your experience, would you be like, what did you think? What's your experience? What's your rating? Because I know you've got a few more.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's a strong 9. It's best modern Resident Evil game by a fucking country mile. There's just things that prevent it from being like the greatest of all time, and that's all of them things about like plot holes and certain characters that didn't need to be in it, etc. But absolutely, like, this was the first Resident Evil game where I had people in my IRL and like in the construction industry where like games aren't really a fucking thing. Like, no one really plays fucking games. People reaching out to me going like, "You're playing Requiem this Friday. Like, I've seen it advertised. It looks mental." Literally, I had people at work watching my stream going, "This," like, who don't even like games. And I was like, "This shit looks intense." So like, yeah. And a lot of people are playing this for the first time. And Nakanishi-san even said, like, people can play this for, like, people can play Requiem and not necessarily have to play a previous Resident Evil game. And I agree with that. It's an original experience, and this is definitely the correct way that Resident Evil games should be. I still think Resident Evil 2 is the greatest of all time.
The thing is, for me, the reason why it's topping all the other remakes at the moment is just, at this moment, I might change it just because it's new. A remake is a remake. You know, you've got everything in place. You just got to... I mean, yeah, you still got to make the engine and all that. And obviously, with Resident 2 Remake being the first of its engine kind, great installment. But the new story plot, it's refreshing, it's fresh. And yeah, it's just perfect, man. I loved it. I really did. But maybe I'm being biased. I don't know. I want it to succeed. I want Resident Evil to be a success.
Yeah, and I'm sure, I mean, commercially it's going to be successful. I hope that they do. Hope they do more in it. The one area we didn't really talk about was the orphanage. I feel one thing actually to bring all this full circle is I think it's going to be a very hard game to speedrun, because there are times where it's going to drag right down to a snail's pace, like when you play as young Grace in the orphanage. Like, I can feel that being quite painful to speedrun.
Yeah, but they don't make them to speedrun, do they? So
no, of course,
not. You've got to just take it on. There's a few questions here anyway. So, what if there is DLC that involves Rose Winters from X? Oh, that's closed, I don't know. That seems to have gone full circle. That I don't see any more any Winters.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed that. Rose Winters. Where was that?
There's a few, yeah.
Let me just scroll down here. So, Retina says, honestly, what incentive is there to use console when most exclusives are now on PC? Even the God of War series and Ratchet & Clank's on PC. I mean, yes, in principle, but also, like, one thing that's good about a PlayStation 5, and especially as a streamer, I can just turn my PlayStation 5 is always updated because it's on rest mode. It's always installed the latest updates, all that sort of shit. I can just go live. I don't have to worry about an update that's broken, like, because everyone's got a different configuration. An update that's broken the game and then it fucks me up, or the game crashes or something like that. Yes, I'm not saying that PS5s don't ever crash, but there is still a certain convenience that's afforded to being a console gamer than having it on PC. But yeah,
people shit on console, but there's nothing better than having it all set up in your living room on the big screen. You're lying on your sofa with a cup of tea, just chilling and playing a game. The thing is, when you're PC gaming, you've got to be upright. You're on your chair. I just know, man. It's nice to be comfortable, isn't it? Like, just to relax and unwind, you know. And you don't have to have all these top end PCs. So I'll always have a console. I love my consoles. As you can see, I've got really best show and everything.
And yes, you could plug your PC into a couch configuration, which is actually what I've got now. But let me tell you guys, this is a terrible setup for an office. Like when I come home and I like want to work and do my work with spreadsheets and shit and emails, I have to go in and use my wife's setup because this environment is just not good for like day-to-day working, because like I'm looking over here and then I'm looking up here and it's not right. Like text is really small, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Thoughts of thoughts of Spencer turning face. So turning face meaning obviously becoming a quote unquote good guy towards the end of his tenure. I mean, I don't like the whole idea of like Hitler all of a sudden having a heart type vibe, because I mean Spencer is a piece of shit. He worked on loads of people.
Yeah.
Just because like fucking broken clocks right twice a day.
Yeah.
So
it's like last minute. It's like, you know what?
I'm actually not a cunt.
He's like last minute. He's dying on his little wheelchair. He's like, fucking hell, you know what? I want to get to God. It's like, I'll make a change.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you killed fucking hundreds of people, but you know what, mate? You know, God's going to accept me now. I'm coming, God. Open the gates. You know, like...
yeah. I wasn't a whole fan of that whole... I mean, it kind of works for the story and gives Grace a bit of purpose, but I'm not overly blown away.
Yeah. I think Lovey mentioned something about, do you think Chris will be like one of the mains going forward now, based on the mentions at the end of the game?
Yeah, again, another really interesting setup where it feels like they're setting up like a Leon and Chris game.
Just like RB6.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, we know Code Veronica's coming. It's coming next.
You're very confident in this.
I'm very fucking confident in it. I would bet everything that Code Veronica is coming.
It's like, you know, something or something.
Plead the fifth. But yes, it is coming. It's going to happen. It's going to be on the RE engine. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to be expanded. And by the way, Code Veronica's a fucking long game anyway. That is what I'm really interested in. But for the moment, let's enjoy let's enjoy Requiem.
What's your thoughts on Code Veronica in general? I know we get slightly off, but I think it's a top game for me.
All time a Resident Evil game.
It's just so good.
And I think it's kind of locked away because Capcom have just mishandled it. Like, really, if you want a definite, like, why is there not a PC version of Code Veronica the original? Why has GOG not picked that up? By the way,
because like the others was PC ports. Like,
yeah, but like they could reverse engineer.
I mean, it's a big job, though, isn't it?
But they could reverse engineer the Dreamcast, because if I'm not mistaken, the Dreamcast version or Dreamcast runs on Windows CE, right? So by definition, the Dreamcast is kind of a Windows. And again, I appreciate it's a very legacy piece of hardware, and obviously Windows CE being a very legacy piece of software. But they should be able to retool. Fuck me, I'm sure somebody's retooled Code Veronica to work on PC natively. Some guy in his basement has to have done that at some point. Like, I can't see that not being the case. So, like, it needs to be played by more people. The PS4 version is fucking atrocious. The PS3 version is fucking atrocious. Like, there's just not one version of Code Veronica that works.
The PS3 version, this is where people get mistaken. The PS3 version, they did the HD version of it, which runs flawlessly. The problem is the PS4 version onwards, they emulated a PS2.
Yeah, no, I mean,
it ran like shit. But like the PS3 HD version is legit and it looks amazing and it runs.
It does, but what they've got is this fucking like orange tinge bloom effect that's smeared all over the screen.
Yeah, is it?
And it just looks like it looks so like burnt orange everywhere.
GameCube version looks good as well. Got the GameCube version, yeah.
Someone should be able to retool this and like make it compatible with like that. That would be the game that I would go after if I'm GOG. I'm like, fucking, let's pull some resources, because there's not a definitive version of Code Veronica the original.
Yeah, make it accessible, especially if they're going to make a remake of it as well, so people can actually play it and go back and think, oh,
like, yeah. And plus, if you play the PS4 version in Europe, You get the 50 hertz fucking PS2 version, which like is annoying as hell. So let's let's work on getting an updated port of Code Veronica, please.
Yeah. Any more questions? I don't know if I've missed any here. I'll scroll up and have a look. I don't think there's any. Oh,
No, nothing. I wouldn't say there's anything that like. Let me just have a quick scroll up. I don't think there's anything that's like jumping out to me that we need to answer. But overall, guys, if you could just literally, it could be as simple as an emoji in the chat, thumbs up or thumbs down, or even actually, Matt can put a poll up on his Twitch, and I'll put a poll up on YouTube.
okay.
Quite simply, was Resurrection a win or a loss?
You mean you keep saying Resurrection?
I'm so sorry. Do you know what it is? I'm going to Vegas this week, and I've got Resurrection on my mind. Apologies. Let me just pull up the.
Are we saying good or bad, or just good, or just go good or bad? Yes.
Yeah. So, is Requiem?
How long do you want the
Good
duration
or-
for?
I mean, what's the? I don't know what the.
Goes up to
fuck,
10
what
minutes.
was I
1
doing?
minute, 2, 3, 5, and 10.
I've got to find out what the minimum is here. What's the minimum?
1 minute, 2, 3, 5, and 10.
Oh, I just do 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, guys. Poll is active. Get voting.
And then
Good
we'll
or bad?
start the poll. Right, polls on YouTube for everyone watching on YouTube, and the
Yeah.
same on Twitch.
Get your polls in, guys.
I'm really interested to see what people think here.
I'm getting many. Yeah. Okay, it seems to be a lot of good, a couple of bad. Everyone go vote. But it's late, isn't it? It's going to start at about 11, wasn't we?
yeah. Well, we'll certainly we'll wrap up in good time.
I've only got 12 for good and 2 bad here. Sleeping on the job, ain't you guys?
I mean, it's a pretty. I mean, even as like a prerequisite
Should
poll.
have given us the mid option, really. Yeah. Good, okay, or bad, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, majority
true.
came out good anyway.
Yeah, like Fire God Hunter said it was pretty mid. I can see why you would think it would be mid. There are things that like I feel like Grace's sequences were really slow, and then Leon's were like really quick. And I was like, fuck, it's like not like happy medium, but I'm still happy. Like the production value of Requiem is fucking unbelievable. It really is. It's the best looking Resident Evil game they've ever made. It's the most refined for combat, the most refined for shooting, sneaking, crouching. It's just everything. It's really quite seamless. Oh, let me take this question off, actually. There we go. Yeah, so it's like I've got just an overwhelming 90 and 10 split.
Yeah, mine was majority. I think there's like 2 bad.
There you go. Another way to die. It was mid for me because I don't want to play it, if you know what I mean. Every other Resi game, I couldn't stop playing it. With Requiem, it's like meh for me. So I have this exact same vibe for Village and for 7. Like, I feel like I've played them once, and there's not a great need that's like yanking on my soul to play Requiem again. Sorry, 7 Village. So I sympathise with how you feel there. And there's going to be sequences like there is in every Resident Evil game where you get to it and you're like, oh, I've got to play this bit. Whether that be the biggest one that I see is Grace's section with the children where you play as young Grace. I can imagine that being just a slog to play through every single time.
Yeah, it is a surprise. Like for something that, because it just shows like in my mind you like to think that everybody likes the same thing in the way like it doesn't work like that. It's like me, I'm like, how? Like, so I'm really enjoying it. I don't know, but
well, this is the beauty of Resident Evil, though, is that everyone's got their own interpretation of what they believe, because Resident Evil's invented itself so many times.
Yeah, styles and that. Yeah,
Like, everyone's got their own definition of what they believe Resident Evil to be. Like, some people might think RE7's the definitive formula. Some people might think the classic is. Some people might think RE4 and the 4 remake is the definitive way to do Resident Evil. And that's what makes the community so special, is everyone's got their own weird, like, isms on what they believe Resident Evil to be. But yes, I think this has been a very successful stream. We've jumped on it as soon as we practicably could to talk about Resident Evil Requiem. Have you got any closing thoughts, Mr. RPD?
just go and buy the game and play it and experience it for yourself. And I'm assuming most people here have, else I wouldn't be listening, and they don't want spoilers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a lot more days in the coming. Yeah, I'm not giving up on it yet. So
yeah, I'm literally going to head in after this stream. I'm literally going to head inside, boot the portal up, and just continue on my like easy playthrough to get all the trophies. Yeah, so it's working. Whatever it is, it's working.
But yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. It's a great game. I loved it. Loved every minute of it.
Yeah, it's quite an expensive game. I think when I bought the deluxe, I appreciate I bought the deluxe edition. I think the deluxe edition was £75, which is like a record high I've spent on a game before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just games are expensive now. Games are expensive.
You just think how much is invested into it. It's not like, you know, I know the turnover's bigger, but it's not like back in the day where it probably didn't cost as much to make. It's a huge game. It's a AAA game, isn't it? So what do you expect? Like Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Well, yeah, go out and play it. Even if you've got to wait for a deal, I'm sure Green Man Gaming's got a deal on if you're playing it on PC. Or wait for the inevitable discounts to come in because they'll want to. I'm sure they're going to do DLC on it, and when they do that, they often drop the price of the game anyway. So that's only a matter. I feel like that's only a matter of time before they announce that. It has to be DLC.
I'll be doing a giveaway tomorrow for it as well. So
nice.
I'll be doing a giveaway.
Is it what was it? Is it any console, any platform?
PC or console. It is sub only though. Apologies, but you know that's life.
Yeah, but I mean that's like, you know, it's giving back to the community, isn't it? So
yeah,
I'm sure.
So someone
whoever wins,
lucky person to get it tomorrow, they can play it.
That means that I'm entered into the giveaway because me being the senior tier 3 sub on the team.
That's the enter.
I may be in with a chance of winning. But yes, no, pleasure everybody. Have you got any last bits or are you pretty much sorted?
No, yeah, folks, I'll see you guys tomorrow, usual time. So thanks for tuning in, and go give Andy a sub on YouTube and follow on Twitch and all of that.
At Biohazard Declassified, of course. And likewise, with everybody watching on YouTube, please go and follow Matt RPD. Matt RPD is a full-time streamer, streams Resident Evil content by the name. And what's your days? What's your scheduled days?
I stream 5 days a week, excluding Tuesdays and Fridays. So then there's 2 days I don't stream, Tuesdays and Fridays. But any other day you can see me on.
Cool. And then I'm live here every Sunday, every Wednesday. We're going to be probably doing a good month's worth of just pure Requiem. Any opportunity to load it up and play it, I certainly am going to do. So on that note, guys, are you going to raid out on this, Matt? Or are you just going to...
I'm just going to go.
You're just going to go. Okay, cool. So I'll just end the stream then. So yeah, appreciate everybody spending time with us tonight on the very first week of Resurrection. Hopefully we'll all chat with you soon in our respective streams. So thank you again. Look after yourselves. We'll see you all very soon.
Bye-bye.